Oops. Downing. Hello. Good day. Cat. Yet, but I'll see it soon. I have a headache. It is. It is. Meow, meow, meow. Feeling a little bit silly, and I have a headache from brain freeze. I just had an ice pop. It was so good. I wish I could rewind time to 13 minutes ago and eat it again. I think it took me 13 minutes. Too cold. It was too cold. Yeah. Come on. Let's go. VTuber Studio, please work. I'm busy. Jump scare! Hi! Moon is here. Let's see what the chat has to say to me today. Meowning Fisty, thank you for rice cakes. Good meowning Luxafate, thank you for calling me Maple. Good meowning Eggy Goka, thank you for calling me Queen. Good meowning Master Protoss. Good meowning Suxas. Good meowning. Good meowning Eskimo. How are you? Are you sleepy? Good meowning Jerkova 14. Good meowning Ice Cream, Ice Crime, Ice Crumb, Ice Crumb. Good meowning the Consultant 427. Good meowning Freddy the Yeti. How are you? You were missing the past 2 days? Question mark? Was I? Huh? Was I missing what? Or is that a reply to someone? Huh? I come back to this. Yeah. Meowning sheepbook, meowning accentique. Who's a good kitty? I thought about you today, accentique, because I was reading about the Chinese phenomena of lying flat. And it reminded me of you a little bit. Commanding aspect 345, I should drink water. Slapped a burner from a J35 engine into my face? That sounds painful. Are you okay? Commanding rise up 420 god. Here. Commanding Nightingale, I'm here. Commanding Oni-chan, you're late? Oni-chan, you hate me, don't you? Kidding. I don't think you hate me. There's a blue woman trend going on. Can we get a blue moon once in a blue moon? Yes, of course. Why not? Why not? You know, just because I am red, it doesn't mean I'm associated with Red Gang. I could be associated with Blue Gang for a day or two. That's fine. Man and Kanan, I love you too. Which tab didn't refresh? Yeah. Tell it to the judge. And guess who the judge is, boys? Guess who's the judge? It's me. I'm the judge. I'm the princess. I'm the god. I'm the colonizer. I'm the slave master. I'm the Discord mod. Call me daddy. Please call me daddy. Rio 137, I thought you abandoned me. Welcome back. Good morning. Rice on throne is absurdly expensive. You could buy a 10-liter bag of it for that. Okay, King Fisty. You know what? You've exposed me. You definitely exposed me there. I'll look for a liter bag of rice. I was not late. I don't get you. Fine. I was wearing goggles. I cut in between the middle of my eyebrows. Ice Camo, please. You know what you have to do now, right? You gotta lawyer up, sue your company. What? Isn't this what workman's comp is for? Get a good lawyer. Rob 'em blind. Unless you're the owner of the company, I don't think you can sue yourself. Maybe you can with insurance. Commanding Daft Cash. Imagine. I'm sure people have done that before. It's like when you have a business and you set it on fire and you pretend it was an accident. Woman in charge, we are cooked. Yup. Yup. Yep, thank you for calling me Renly. I don't want to call you daddy, do we have to? Are you going to whip us? Yes. Dictator Daddy Moonson has colonized my heart. All night, good meowing and thank you. You understand. You understand the mission. I've been reading too much history. I've read I read about 30 pages of history, and Jesus Christ, it's all the same. Still learning in college. Okay, okay, okay. Sue the university. Hey, Diddy, be the Discord kitty. You guys are my Discord kittens. Get fired, get cooked, right? I know, we were all quitting our jobs in here. But you guys can't all quit at once yet. I mean, you can if you want to, but I can't afford to support you yet. But yeah, I've been thinking in the past like 30 minutes. What if I take this leech maxing to its maximum level, right? Cuz like it's true. In this economy with declining or with increasing prices and stagnating wages, which are really declining wages because of inflation, um, I should leech max. I should be the ultimate leech. I shouldn't, I should be a CEO. I should be a queen. A, I can't be a queen because I'm not married. So I was thinking about how can I opt out of what society tells me is a woman's role, right? So, marriage, kids, and if you're Western, being a girl boss by having a good job, right, for an employer. I think I should be, I don't know, I should be like the conquistadors. Commanding lethal Cade. Commanding Raf whole life, 30 minutes. Yep, 30 minutes. Commanding Bongai. The American way, right? It's the European way. You can don't blame me. Blame Christopher Columbus. It's his fault that I'm a leech. If you leech Max, they might just give the home to you, right? My dear leader on state-approved media said prices are down. Commanding Yamin Kosama, how are you? Commanding a rogue Picaro. You could be a princess for real. No, I can't. I don't shower often enough to be a real princess. Ha ha ha. In a way, a hard-working grind-set-style CEO working 20-hour days are the ultimate leeches. 50! You know? It's true. It doesn't seem like it, but trust me. I have ideas. I have ways. Anyway, no. So okay, let me let me let me slow down a little bit. Let me slow down a little bit. It's two parts, right? Oh, I'm very confused. I'm very confused, right? And all of this that's happening to me right now actually has a name. I'm actually going to show you guys what this actually is in a moment. But yeah, a part of me doesn't want to be defined by society's standards of what success looks like, and I want to make my own definition of success, right? So that means giving up on marriage, giving up on childbirth, giving up on having a good career or obtaining a lot of wealth or moving out of my parents' house, right? But at the same time, I wonder if like the lying flat movement and Buddhism are a psyop, maybe, because if you let go of desire, then you opt out. But when you opt out, aren't you still more likely to become a slave? Like you tell yourself you're not a slave, but you have less freedom. But I also understand that the more wealth and power you have, you also can, in some ways, have, in air quotes, less freedom. Like you have more freedom because you have more choices and options. So if freedom is choices and options, then this argument doesn't work. But if you have more responsibilities with more wealth, then that sounds like a problem. I want more wealth and less responsibilities. Which job role is that, by the way? These goddamn Catalonians. We're already in a recession, Oni-chan. It's starting. Okay, good night, Eskimo. The other day it was slavery, today it's colonization. It's the same thing, actually. It's all the same thing. So it turns out slavery is also colonization, but the Europeans failed where the Spaniards were able to the Spaniards they got to South Americas first, where all the gold was, and also the inhabitants of South America. Actually, it's more than that. They said that like the closer to the equator or something like that, or the more tropic, like the warmer the temperature, the harder working the indigenous people were, or something like that, right? Basically, I don't know what I'm saying, but anyway, yeah, Spain came over and was like, "You guys are gonna do our bidding, or else I kill you. You're gonna do the bidding. You're gonna bring me the gold. You're gonna bring me the bitches. You're gonna bring me food, and you're gonna be happy for it. I'll give you a pittance." And then Europe was like, "Let's do the same thing," but Europe was late to the party. I forget why. They were busy with something. They were busy with something, so they came over to North America, and then they failed at first. They failed at first with what was it? Was it Virginia? Damn it, I'm already forgetting. I just learned this today. I just learned this today for the second time since like 6th grade. But yeah, they failed in the beginning because the natives were just like, we're not having any of this. The only divester, actually I forget what that word means, but I think it works here. The only divester was Pocahontas because it was down bad for some John Smith cock. Anyway, oh, this got so off topic. Oh man. Oh, oh man. I'm telling you, the natives of North America they weren't gonna bend the knee. They weren't gonna bend the knee the same way South American Incas did. Is it the Incas or Incans? I can't stop laughing. My chat is so funny. You guys have so many jokes. Oh, I can't even read these out loud. There's so many jokes. The British Empire, the Empire of the Eternal Sun. The sun never set on the British Empire. Might have been a little busy. Anyway. I've lost my train of thought too. Accentique. Anyway, we're not talking about John Smith here. We're talking about me. This is about me. Hey, I'm rewriting history. I don't want to laugh anymore. Stop making me laugh. This is serious business. Okay, so here's the depressing news that I have for you all. The text is too small. Why is the text so small? I want it to be bigger. But, basically, I discovered that I'm having a quarter life crisis. Did you know that there's a name for this shit? Oh my god. I've been wondering what the hell is wrong with me. Am I depressed? Is this borderline? What is wrong with me? Why am I like this, right? Like, I have 1 degree. I have 1.85 degrees. No job. But I don't want to work for the man anymore. I don't want to work for the woman either. I want to work for myself. I want to be a boss, right? But also I'm like, I have no friends. I'm calling myself, I didn't tell you guys this, but I decided that I'm an orphan now. I'm not literally an orphan. I have parents, but I'm divorcing myself from my family, and I want to change my name legally, but I realized right away I don't have the capital that it's going to require to do that. So instead of actually going through the process and paperwork of changing my name legally, I'm just gonna pretend in my mind that I have no more kin. All I have left is the Moonies. So, yeah. No, only chat. It's more than having a woman moment. Read the thing. Okay, so these are signs, according to perplexity.ai, that you're having a quarter life crisis. Number one, feeling lost or directionless, unsure about your career, life goals, or purpose. Literally me. I'm reading Buddhism and history and Taoism and um you know economics. Like, I feel like I'm very lost. Increased self-doubt and criticism, comparing oneself unfavorably to others. I hate myself. I'm a piece of shit. This part isn't even just a crisis. This is just like pattern recognition, right? I know the truth. Um, Pressure to succeed in career, relationship, or life milestones. I keep watching these stupid dating shows that are really, really fun, but they have nothing to do with me. I don't need to date. I can't date. I can't date. I can't date. I can't get married. Why do I keep watching shows about divorcees when I can't even get a boyfriend, let alone an ex-husband? Commanding library turtle, commanding Max Acre, commanding Targon Dragoneel. I'm going through a quarter life crisis. Thank you for asking. How are you? Anyway, emotional instability with mood swings, anxiety, and feelings of depression. That could just be, that's me at baseline. Questioning existing relationships and social connections. Again, it's a little bit confusing because I can't tell which part of these are borderline and which part of these are my crisis, but it's definitely a mix of both. Intense introspection about personal values, beliefs, and life meaning. Yeah, every day I'm like starting to think the world is an illusion and reality is not real. And like for example, you know, we're taught to believe that being a leech is a bad thing, but where do we learn that from, right? Who decides? Who decides that being a leech is a bad thing, right? And what about the wealthy aristocrats and the wealthy elites who inherited their wealth, right? So if they inherited it, that doesn't mean that they're hardworking. They just woke up that way. They were just born that way. So anyway, we decide the meaning as we see fit. And by we, I mean, social constructs and institutions that are bigger than me. Commanding Coronium. But you could take back control. I don't know the age bracket. Wait, oh, that wasn't for me. We need global basic income. I do agree that it's gonna need to happen. Probably because we have created a problem of mass sheeple before with like real slavery. You had no freedom and you were owned. You were property uh to the master, right? Or to the government or the ruling class, the elites, whatever. You didn't own yourself or you die, right? Now we don't have that. We have like corporations um that pay you a little bit and a healthcare system that will leave you bankrupt. Um, but yeah, it's getting harder to find jobs. People are losing the desire. They're losing the incentive that was there too, right? North America used to be a beautiful place because it was a land of opportunity. There was a lot of opportunity and the ability for regular people. This is what a democracy was supposed to do, to let regular people have a chance to become something. If you had good ideas and you could obtain capital, you can make things happen, and you could move up the ladder, the rungs of society. But now that we have a new class of elites, they want to pull the ladder up. It's bad because you depend on a person. In a way, you put your life in another person, at least in my opinion. Frank meowing. I think that, but even that is an opinion because, like, what's wrong with depending on a person, right? I didn't birth myself. Two persons brought me here. Do you think you have higher expectations for yourself than you would most others? I don't think I have expectations for other people. I don't know. Do what you want. Live your own life. It's my goal. It's going to be a downfall of economic verticality. You will always be poor. Global basic income? I don't think so, Success. You could be right, perhaps. I don't think it has to be. I think what's already happening is what I was trying to say is like, if the number of jobs are declining, there should be more job creation, more companies, more businesses rather than companies, more businesses willing to hire people, small businesses. Instead, we have, more and more mega corporations and monopolies and businesses that are all the same businesses under the hood kind of thing, letting people go. And, we can't just let everyone starve. So, I don't know. Or maybe we can. I don't know. In history, that happened apparently at different times. At a lot of times, famine was a real thing. I guess it might make a comeback if we don't learn from the history. Anyway, I can't keep up with the chat. I think I said too many stupid things at once. Um, what's wrong? A second wave feminist who wanted to be independent and took that away from you? No, I don't think so. I don't think second wave feminists are to blame, but I do think bringing up feminists in this context is just another sign that they were right. It's just misogyny all over again. Leave them alone. My daughters will always have a home until someone else gives them a better home. Oh, cute. What a good dad. Ah, head pats. What a sweet dad. Oh, I wish I had a good dad. Anyway, I mean, I don't want to blame all my current problems on him, to be honest, but I blame him a little bit, right? Anyway, Mounting Elijah. I think I have to keep going. If human is social, why does interacting with other people make me feel bad? Um, you could be a social animal. So, did you ever learn about natural selection and evolution and survival of the fittest and all that, like Darwinism, right? So you can be a creature, but you can be a creature with traits that are unfavorable. Am I forced to start using Discord if I want to talk to you? No, I'm in here every day. Wage slavery is modern slavery. We've been convinced to accept our chains. Exactly, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. That's true. And also, not only do we accept them, people praise them. People praise them. Like, I'll give you an example. I won't say who because I don't want, in case I get doxxed again soon, I don't want this to trace back to them or whatever. There's someone I know who fucking hates their job. They really hate their job. They hate their job. They hate the company. They hate the way it's run. But they've been with the same employer for over 15 years. And it's like they have this sense of hopelessness. I'm just like, but you're choosing to work for them, right? You could work somewhere else if you desired. But whatever. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying like it's a really weird trick. And like when an employer does things, I'll give you an example. They start giving you free stuff at work, like a pizza party or little gifts here and there, like knickknacks, or there's like a company event and you win a T-shirt, or they give you free snacks and you get this sort of buy-in and you don't realize like it's like bribery. It's a different implementation, right? I would rather be bribed with snacks than beaten for sure. Like that's a no-brainer. I take the snacks any day. But yeah, it's still a certain type of coercion. I also think that some people want it. I do think some people feel comfortable. Yeah, they feel comfortable. I think most people feel comfortable with structure, with some amount of structure. Not all, but most. And I don't know, somewhere along the way, we've designed a life so convenient from step to step that the children who grow up and they don't, a lot of them as adults, they don't have a sense of autonomy or passion or possibility, or they get quarter life crises like me. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about this now. Let's start the thingy. I said too many words. Misery is like a drug. Well, we're gonna cure the misery, starting with one silly cat girl and then working our way through all the moonies till we're all a little bit happier. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, everyone, everywhere you're watching Love Talk with Mrs. Moonson. This is a daily talk show where a kitten who's smitten discusses all things love, life, and anime. You ready to be the center of my attention? I'm not doing a roleplay today. I went overtime way too much. I talked about too many things. I didn't realize I had so much on my mind. Shit. But I also don't have an anime for you because I didn't watch any anime today. I can ask you the question of the day and then I'll give you a quote and then I will say goodbye. How about that? That sounds pretty good. Let's do that. The question of the day is, are you living authentically? This kind of ties into our this ties into the earlier conversation. You ranted about colonialism to rob us from the roleplay. You knew exactly what you were doing. No, I didn't. I got carried away. Nope, impossible to. No. What diseases are you smitten with? I was gonna say herpes, but I don't have herpes. I don't have type 1 herpes. Actually, I forget the types. Kanan, I asked myself the same question. So, in a way, I'm not living authentically because I'm living as an anime cat girl on the internet. But in a way, I feel like that's even more authentic. I feel like I identify more with anime women than I do with living flesh. That's why I can't watch regular corn anymore. Colonialism roleplay? Let's do it. Oh yeah, I forgot I had rabies. You over there. Actually, this is insensitive. I don't want to do colonial. Okay, let me think of another. Okay, how about this? We do colonialism roleplay, but instead of you guys being settlers who are under me. Oh, I like it. Okay. I'm like, what do you call it? I'm like an army general or some shit, right? And you guys are all you're not regular settlers who have no rights. You remember after the first couple times it didn't work, they started sending over skilled workers and said, we're gonna make you all landowners and give you rights and let you be part of Congress or whatever, however the fuck it works. Oh, let's see. 50%, no, 50%, yes, every single day, I wish. PBR and fishing. Um, Trying to. Not married yet, still dreaming. Aw, I hope you get it soon. I hope it comes true. I'm a small native child. I sure do love not being enslaved. Empty can of Nutella says yes. Oh, nice, delicious. I haven't had Nutella in ages. Lunar Cat Girl whips you if you get your Catholic Bible verse wrong during practice. Let's Ah, that's a good idea, Oni-chan. I don't think I can do that anymore. Does that count as hate speech? If you do what leads to long-term satisfaction, you're living authentically. Okay. I have no idea what leads to that. Yes, you've been deputized. Hey, incel, watch out. Be careful there. I've been thinking about this. I've mostly led to a bunch of time wasted trying to psychoanalyze myself. It's all futile. Head pats aspect 345. I think as long as you're thinking about it, you're ahead of the curve. If you thought about it, um, it's your chance to take some of those thoughts and then turn it into some actions. Authentically unemployed. My think tank starts now. Okay, I can't wait. Daft Cash, if you're gonna start a business, I will advertise for you to my audience of like I don't even know how many. Like let's just call it 50 plus or minus. Many links, bro. Meow 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 meow. Anyway, I got so sidetracked. It was the comment about Catholics and ASMR. Anyway, I will give you guys a quote and I'll get out of here. I've already gone on for 31 minutes. Look at how you spend your time. That's who you are becoming. This quote was taken from my father's over on Twitter, otherwise known as X. I think this is true. This is literally true. I spend hours of my time reading about you know, yeah, conquistadors. So I'm becoming one. I have become a cat. You're gonna whack your knuckles with a ruler? I'm gonna whack your knuckles with the ruler. Yo, Lynx bro. Today was a crazy stream. Yeah. I can't be held responsible for anything I've said before. Mm, except unless the government decides to hold me responsible. Anyway, I think I like this quote too. This is like reminder that your time is your life. It's valuable. So spend it wisely. I won't waste another minute. Let me leave now. Bye. Okay. This was a weird one. I'm sorry, but I had a lot of fun. Um yeah, I still have a lot of thoughts on my mind, so Jacobo 14, if you're still listening, you can message me on Reddit as usual. I will try to log on there sometime and check it out. I haven't been in a while. I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place for fucking Friday. Filler Friday. I have like 20 plus marshmallows that I still need to read. So you don't need to send any more. I'm still reading the ones from last week. Anyway, bye-bye. Have a good day. And if I don't talk to you tomorrow, have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.